Hello guys, welcome to today's class. In today's class, we'll be talking about methods to evaluate numerical integration. In that, we'll be talking about the Simpson's methods, right? There are two rules which we are going to study. That is, the first one is Simpson's 1/3 rule. Simpson's 1/3 rules. And the other one is Simpson's 3/8 rule. And one thing you have to remember from here is, by default, if say he is simply using Simpson in the question, that means he is asking you to apply 1/3 rules. So by default, you have to apply 1/3 rule, right? If he explicitly asks apply 3/8 rule, then only you have to apply the Simpson's 3/8 rule, right? So let us try to understand what are the formulas for it and how that formulas will come and what will be the error for that, right? So let us look at this first one, sir. What will happen? This will become something like this. So basically what will be given to you? Something like this will be given to you, sir. Say x0 to xn f of x dx will be given to you and the value of it will be asked, or that will also be from a to b, right? So let us try to understand. You might give from x0 to x1 or a to b. So let us assume that the graph is like this. Let us assume that the graph is like this. So let us take any random graph. Say the graph is like this. Between these 2 points, between say this is the point x0 and say this is the point x1, or let me call it as xn. I might have called it as xn, right? So what we do is basically we will assume one more point in between, say, let me call it as x1 with equal width h. Then what we will do, sir, we will assume an approximate solution which is like this. We will assume a parabola. We will assume a parabola, sir. In trapezoidal, what did we do, sir? We assumed a single line, and here we will be assuming a parabola or a second degree polynomial. Second degree polynomial. And always we will divide n. That is, what is n, sir? That is either b minus a by h, you can call it as, or xn minus x0 divided by h, or our n will always be even, sir. Your n should be always even in what method? I am talking about Simpson's 1/3 method. Simpson's 1/3 method, sir. Right? So the area we will be getting will be like this, sir. This area will be computing now. This area will be computing, which is under this, right? So what will be the error, sir? The error will be, this part will be the error, sir. What will be the error? This particular part which is here, this is the error. This is the error, right? Now, since the graph is also like parabolic or a second order, that's why the error is less here. But if your graph is like, say, something else, the error will be different. So if it is like this, then the formula will become something like this. That will be some, say, x0 to xn f of x dx. The area of this we will find using interpolation, sir. I will directly write whenever you have a quadratic approximation, the area will be like this, h by 2 times y0 plus 4 times y1 plus y2, right? Always remember, whenever you take quadratic approximation, this is second degree approximation with what, sir? Quadratic approximation. Whenever you take quadratic approximation, the area will be something like this, because it will have 2 parts. That's why it's called quadratic approximation you are taking, right? So this will be the formula, right? So let me show you the same thing with different diagram like this, sir. Assume you have, this is your, say, f of x, sir. So this is your f of x which we have here, and between the 2 points, between the points, say, x0 and say xn, we are trying to find what? This area we want to find, sir. This area actually we want to find, this entire area we want to find. If we want to find this entire area, what we do, sir? Whenever we are applying Simpson's method, what do? we will take one more point in between and we will call that point as x1 and we will assume a parabola, which fits this, right? But what will be the error here, sir? The error is shown with this yellow color. This is the error, sir, right? Or you could say the error will be something like this. If I rub this, the error will be, this is all errors. The area which you will be getting is this. If you substitute this approximation, the error which you will be getting or the area which you will be getting is this. So there is a lot of error involved. There is what involved, sir? There is a lot of error involved because the area which you want is shaded with white color, but the area which you are getting is with yellow color lines, right? So whenever you are getting like this, it is not a good exact value, sir. There is a lot of error. So what do? We take one more point. So we'll divide this into 2 points. Let this be x0 and this will be x1, this will be x2, this will be x3, this will be x4. So there are 4 intervals, right? And between these 2 intervals we have assumed a parabola, and between these 2 intervals we have assumed a polygon. Still there is lot of errors. Still there is lot of error because the area which we want is this. So the area which I want is this one, sir. Just a second. The area which I want is this white color area. As you can see, this is the area what I want. But what is the area I am getting, sir? The area which I am getting is yellow colors. The area which I am getting is yellow color. So what I have to do, I still have to take more points. Then only whatever the area I want, that exactly I'll get. So the thing which I am getting is this. This yellow color I am getting, sir. Or let me show it like this. I am getting this area, sir. Right? That means there is still error. That means there is still lot of error. So basically what we have to do now, since there is lot of error, you have to increase one more point. So what did I do, sir? I have increased one more point, and between these two one parabola, then between these two fellows another parabola, and between these two fellows another parabola, right, like this. Now if you see, kind of the error is reducing. Let me increase one more point, sir. If I increase one more point, one parabola, for one parabola you need 2 areas, that means 3 points. Here another parabola, here another parabola, here another parabola, right? Next again when you increase one parabola, from here to here it is one parabola, from here to here it is another parabola, here to here another parabola, here to here another parabola, right? So if you keep on increasing your points, what will happen, sir? Till here to here 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, like this. Always even number of parabolas will take. The more number of parabolas you are taking, what is happening, sir? Now if you see, the error is almost become 0. What happened to the error, sir? The error almost became 0. So what is the trick we have to apply here? The trick is very simple, sir. Between x0 and x1, say this is x0 and xn, you take one more point in between such that this width is h. But it might not suit, the error might be more. So what do? You include 2 more points in between, so that this is your h now, this is your h, this is your h, and this is your h, right? And I told you what will the area will become, sir, here. I told you the formula of area. The area formula between these two fellows will be what? This is say x1, so let me call this as x2. So the area will be h by 3 times y0 plus 4y1 plus y2. That's what I have written here, sir. y0 plus 4y1 plus y2, h by 3 times. That should be h by 3 times. This is not h by 2, this is h by 3 times, right? Similarly, this is the area of this particular block, but this has lot of error. So here you see, sir, what will happen. Here if you see, in the next slide, if I want to show you, in the next slide there are 2 parabolas, right? This is one parabola, this will give you one area, this will give you one area. So this would be h by 3 times y0 plus 4y1 plus y2, and this parabola is h by 3 times y0, it will not be y0 here, it will be y2. It will be y2 4y3 plus y4, right? Similarly, if I do it here, So sir, this parabola will be what? Let me call this as x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6. So corresponding to each we have to take, sir. Corresponding to each, if we have to take, corresponding to the first fellow, if we take, that would become what, sir? It will become h by 3 times y0 plus 4y1 plus y2. Similarly, the next one will become what? The next one will become something like this. This next curve, if you want to show, the area will become 4 by 1 h by 3 times y2 plus 4y3 plus y4. Similarly, what will this last one become, sir? The last one will become something like this. This last one will become h by 3 times y4 plus 4y5 plus y6. Now, if you observe something from this last slides, here if you see, sir, here odd one is multiplied with 4 except the first one and last one. Now, here you see, you have to add these two values if you want to get the entire area. If you add all these things, the first one and last one is having 1. Apart from first one, last one, the odd numbers are multiplied with 4 and the even numbers will be multiplied with 2 because 2 times you have. So the entire formula will become like this here. If I write h by 3 times y0 plus 4 times y1 plus y3 plus 2 times y2 plus y3, y4 is last, so y4. Here if you see, sir, if you add all these fellows, see what are you going to get? You are going to get something like this. You are going to get something like h by 3 you take common because everyone has to be added. See, sir, y0 is y0 only plus 4 is multiplied with y1, y3, y5. So 4 times y1, y3, y5 plus 2 times, see, sir, y2 is 2 times, y4 is 2 times. So 2 times y2 plus y4 plus last one is y5 is gone, so this is y6. That's why I told odd number of n should be always even, right? So this is what will be the formula, sir. Similarly, I can write the generic formula as this, right? Now, as you increase the number of iterations, you can observe from this graph that this approaches the white graph. However, I am decreasing my h value. What is happening, sir? My approximation, that parabolas are fitting my exact curve, right? So this will be the formula of your 1/3 trapezoidal method, right? So if I write the formula if I want to write, say x0 and xn, f of x dx, this will be equal to, first I have to define my h. What is h? Xn minus x0 divided by n, right? And what will be your x0? It will be given to you. And what will happen to your x1? Your x1 will be x0 plus h. What will happen to your x2? That will become x1 plus h or x0 plus 2h. Similarly, what will be your xn minus 1? That would be xn minus 2 plus h or x0 plus n minus 1 h. And what will be your xn, sir? Your xn will be simply xn minus 1 plus h or x0 plus nh. Now, you know all the x's. Now you have to find y0, sir. How will you get y0? Y0 is simply f of x0. How will be y1 you are getting, sir? Y1 will be simply f of x1. The function will be given to you. You put it in that, you will get. Similarly, what will be y2? That is f of x2. And you can form a table also, sir. Your yn minus 1 will be equal to fx n minus 1. Similarly, this will become what, sir? Yn is equal to f of x1. You substitute all these values. Now you write the formula, sir. How do you write the formula? The formula can be written like this. h by 3 times y0 plus yn you write, sir. Y0 plus yn you write plus 4 times all the odd numbers. What will be the odd number, sir? The odd numbers will be y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus and so on plus this. What will be the last odd number? The last odd number would be yn minus 1 plus 2 times all the even numbers, that is y2 plus y4 plus y6 plus and so on yn minus 2. So see sir, yn minus 1, yn minus 2, everything is covered. So you can remember it like this sir. It is also called as 141 rule. It is also called as 141 rule. Why 141 rule? For every parabola, if you want to find out, the area of every parabola will be h by 3 times 141, right? So the odd number will become always what sir? Having 4. So even number will become 2. Or you can also remember it like this. It will become first plus last, h by 3, first plus last, plus 4 times odd plus 2 times even. And what will be the answer? The always n you have to choose will be a even number, right? Number of things whatever you are dividing it into, your h and n should be adjusted in such a way that n is always an even number, because every number is divided 2 times, right? Because even if you have only one interval, you have to divide it in such a way that a parabola or a quadratic equation is formed, right? Very good. Next, this is the formula of your Simpson's 1/3 rule. This is Simpson's 1/3 rule. Now see sir, similarly if I write the formula for Simpson's 3/8 rule, error calculation for Simpson's 1/3 rule, error, for what is the error you will get for Simpson's 1/3 rule? Generally Simpson's means Simpson's 1/3 only sir by default. This error will be like this sir. The maximum error of ES, Simpson's rule, the magnitude will be, it will be a maximum of, that is less than or equal to M4 into B minus A to the power of 5 whole divided by 180 by n power 4, or which is also same as, which can also be written as like this. It can also be written as M4 into nh power 5 divided by 180, right? What is M4 sir? Your M4 is something like this. Your M4 is basically, your M4 should be what sir? The fourth derivative or maximum value of your f double dash, f triple dash of x. Maximum value of f triple dash of x is your M4, right? So, and if you observe one notable thing here, if h is replaced with, h dashed by 2, matlab if you divide the width by half, what will happen to the error sir? Error will be reduced by factor of 1 by 32. Factor of 1 by 32. Because h power 5 is there, so it will become 1 by 32. Previously there was h cube, so 1 by 8 it will become in trapezoidal rule. So this will be more accurate when compared to your trapezoidal method, right? This is a formula for your Simpson's 1/3 rule and this is the error formula. You better remember these things, sir. Now, let me go to the formula of your Simpson's 3/8 rule. Simpson's 3/8 rule. So, see sir, how do you remember this 3/8 rule? This will also have integral x0 to xn f of x dx. The formula is very simple, sir. 3h by 8. 3h by 8. See how to remember this. It will become y1 plus 3 y0 plus 3y1 plus 3y2 plus y3 1331 plus 3y4 plus 3y5 plus y6 plus y6 plus 3y7 plus 3y8 plus y9 plus and so on. If you write it like this, it will become plus. Last, this will be plus yn, and this would be 3 times yn minus 1 plus 3 times yn minus 2, and this would be yn minus 3, right? So if you observe something, your 1, 4, 7 and n minus 2, all of them will have 3, as well as 2, 5, 8, all of them will have 3 multiples, and 3, 6, 9 and odd multiples of 3 will have 2 multiples, right? So if you want to aggregate this entirely and write, that can be written like this: 3h by 8, 3h by 8 times y1 plus, see sir, what will this become? This will become y0 plus 3y1 plus 3y2 plus 2y3 plus 3y4 plus 3y5 plus 2y6 plus and so on y8. You just have to remember, see sir, I'll tell you how to remember this. The way to remember is, for the first one and last one, you multiply it with 1, and the which are multiples of 3, that is y3, y6, y9, y12, y15. For them you multiply with 2, remaining all multiply with 3s. So that is how the formula is made, right? So remember the Simpson's 1/3 rule and Simpson's 3/8 rule. Generally we lot of use Simpson's 1/3 rule only. So let us do some problems on this. If I give you a problem, see how the problem is asked. The problem is saying something like this. He is giving us the table, sir. He is telling that the table below gives the value of the function. He is telling that the table gives below value of the function. So he is giving x and f of x are like this. The x value is 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.751. 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75 and 1. See sir, how many intervals are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Always even number of intervals will be there. And the value here is 1 and this is 0.9412 and this is basically 0.8, 0.64, 0.8, 0.64 and this will become 0.5. This will become 0.5. Now let us see what is he asking. He is telling that the value of the integral between 0 and 1 using Simpson's rule. He is simply telling use Simpson's rule. Integral 0 to 1 f of x dx is equal to dash using Simpson's rule. Whenever he uses simply Simpson's rule, you have to apply what sir? Simpson's 1/3 rule only you have to take. So see sir, what will be the formula? 1/3 formula. 1/3 rule. If you apply, that should be h by 3 times y0 plus, see sir, y4 you will get, isn't it? y0 4 times y1 plus y2 plus, this is y0, y1, y2, y3, y4. So y0, y1, y2, again y2, 4y3 plus y4. You better remember like this, sir. You will not forget. 1/4 rule, that's why it's called. So let us substitute this. What will you get? What is h, sir? Interval width is how much? That is basically 1 minus 0 by 4, so 0.25. 0.25 by 3 times, what is your y0? That is 1 plus 4 times, what is y1? 0.9412 plus what is y3 sir? 0.64 plus what will be your y2? That will be 2 times y2 will be 0.8 plus what is your y4? 0.5. So either they'll give you the function and you have to find out the table, or they will directly give you the table. You just have to apply the formula. If we substitute this, these are what we are going to get. We are going to get it as 0.9412 plus 0.64 into 4 plus 2 into 0.8 plus 1.5 into 0.25 divided by 3. That should be equal to 0.7854. 0.7854. This was a previous year question, sir. Let me tell you. This was Civil Engineering 2010 2 marks question. Civil Engineering 2010 2 marks questions. Very simple questions will be given to you. They will directly give you either the table or they will give you the function. Then they will ask you to apply either 1/3 or 3/8. You better remember the formula, sir. Once the formula is known, you can directly apply like this, plug in the values and you will get the answers, right? So let me stop this class here, and this actually finishes your numerical integration also. Let me take up one more class where they will be doing a lot of numerical problems on your integration. Then this numerical analysis will be finished. So let me stop this class here and meet in the next class. Thank you, sir. So that was the lecture, sir. I hope you enjoyed the lecture and gained some knowledge. For more content like this, please subscribe to our channel Octomy and also like and share it with your friends. And if you have any valuable feedback or doubts, you can always write down in the comments. And to watch my entire playlist and the full course, please enroll with us. Thank you, sir.